So you're feeling stuck as a barber, huh? Maybe you're scrolling through Instagram, seeing all these barbers with fancy studios charging $250 a cut while you're stuck in a shop, barely making ends meet at under $50 a cut. Or maybe you're just tired of long hours, inconsistent income, the pressure to make it. I get it. I've been there. Hell, I've had moments where I felt so stagnant that I nearly threw out my clippers in the trash and called it quits. But if you feel hopeless right now, I need you to watch this video. Because in the next few minutes, I want to show you why the road ahead is a lot brighter than you think. This is real talk that's going to allow you to escape from your rut and fall in love with barbering all over again. I comprised a list that will identify where and why you're probably feeling stuck at this moment. The first one on this list is the burnout is real, but it's not your fault. Multiple times in my journey, I often felt super burnt out. Even thinking like, is this even worth it? Having days where multiple times you would do the work, long hours, finishing my day, post videos and try to market, but not even getting results. It often made me think, did I choose the right path in choosing barbering as a career? Or should I have just went to college and university and pick that traditional route that was ordained for me? Many barbers, we feel overwhelmed, underpaid, and often we lead to burnout, crashing and in this rut. But the thing is that the traditional barbering model is broken, not you. You just simply don't know any better. And no one has taught you any of this. Like, making money as a barber is very new. It just came about. So the way to actually fix this is understand that burnout is normal. It's common, it's valid. The thing is that I've spent a lot of times with entrepreneurs and we all go through it. Everyone goes through it, it's normal. So pushing those red lines and often like even crashing from those red lines is totally fine. Really what is happening is you're in the adaptation phase. Each time you hit those ruts, you just have to reassess yourself, take a step back and reevaluate like what caused that burnout and slowly adjusting your approach accordingly. The next way that you would fix this is understand that your worth right now isn't tied to your current income. Just because you're not getting the results right now doesn't mean that your worth is where you are. Don't look on who you are right now. Look on who you will become, because success is not in what you have, but who you are becoming. So if your actions right now match the person that you want to be, you'll get the results regardless. Business owners, we understand that burnout is inevitable. The barbers just think it's a sign to quit. So start seeing yourself like a business owner and not just a regular barber. Come here, bro. Come in. How are we?
Good man, what's up?
Come here, bro. Take a seat.
What's up?
Yeah, bro. What you think?
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Spacious.
The second reason to why you're feeling the way that you are is you're stuck in a price trap. You see, it's very easy to be demotivated when you're not booked at your current prices. Thinking to yourself, like, how the hell am I gonna get clients at higher price raises if I can't even get booked at my current price raise? This feeling allows you to feel scared and afraid to raise your prices. And I can feel when barbers come to me for help because I went through this exact same thing. I remember telling my friends and family, I'm gonna charge $100 a cut. That was my goal. And I wanted to do it within 8 months. You know what they said? They laughed. They laughed because I set this goal and they didn't think it was achievable because barbering doesn't make money. But I believed in it. So you not believing it creates this fear, creates you being in this price trap. So honestly, really it comes down to is this fear of losing clients and letting your friends and family put a ceiling over your growth, causing you to charge this amount that you are. So how you would break free from this is start doing the actions that a high ticket barber who charges $100 plus would do. Become that person. Visualize how they run their business. Visualize like what they do and what their routine is, what they do on their work days off. How does a high ticket barber approach marketing their work? How consistent are they? When they fall back down, what do they do? Stretch your mind beyond the limitations that the people around you have set. Ideally, like if you want to scale, you really should be increasing your prices like 15 to 25 per price increase. But to build momentum at the moment, you can even just start off with smaller price increases just to build that confidence and to get out of that price trap. So doing 5, 10 increments, it's fine. The next way how to break free and out of this price trap is focus on the value that you provide. Value isn't just a clean cut. It's the experience. It's the attention to detail that you provide, the professionalism, the person that you are that keeps the client loyal to you. Yeah, and like provide value. Right now, you're probably already doing those things. But the reason why your value at the moment isn't being noticed is because you have low ticket clients at the moment. It's harder for low ticket clientele to see that value, whereas a high ticket clientele are more appreciative as they expect exceptional service and they recognize the worth that you offer. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a vintage car and you take that car to a dealership, it may only give you 5,000. But if you take it to the right place that value it, they'll pay you 50,000. It's the same thing with barbering. Find the clientele that value your service. What I like to say often is that the clients that pay you the least are the biggest pains in your butt. But the clients that pay you the most are often the easiest to work with. The next topic I want to talk about is it's hard because your personal brand is non-existent. Right now, you're relying solely on cutting hair to attract clients. And barbering has a bad rep because it's not scalable and we're trading our time for money, right? But you blame barbering is not a scalable career when you're not even using the tools that are available to you. So really, no one knows about you because your personal brand is non-existent. And when you do try to get out of this, you're probably just recording generic haircut videos, no traction. And even when you try it, you post it, you get no clients from it. The thing is, in 2025, your brand is more important than your technical skills. Nowadays, people are more known for their reputation rather than their skills. So how I would build a brand and build this reputation in 2025, you have to understand that your brand is more about who you are rather than what you do. So my first tip to get out of this and start building your personal brand is start recording you more rather than your client. It's very easy for us to point the camera at our client, but never at ourselves. So you have to start getting comfortable on camera. And once you do find that the camera is just a piece of metal, you start realizing that you can really get out of your shell. When you're at this point, you can start finding your unique personal style. But what does that even mean? A lot of people talk about find your style. It's simple as finding your unfair advantage. Those qualities that are difficult for others to replicate, something that sets you apart from other barbers. With this, you really have to think beyond the cut. Maybe it's your sense of humor, maybe your calm nature, or maybe other hobbies you have. Like for me, I'm a kickboxer. That's something different. Not a lot of barbers do that. I was nearly homeless coming to a first world country. So oftentimes you would see that I would include that in my content. So then that other people remember me and it separates me from the other creators. So that's what you want to find. Something that is others can't replicate. The goal is to blend your personality with your craft, making you not just another barber, but the barber that they can't forget. I've also broken down an exact content style to do this and go viral with it. I've made a video about it. Go check it out on my channel after this video. Now, the second way to start building your personal brand is start creating personal brand content. Even if it's just once a week, commit to a target that you can actually sustain, like something that's manageable. I see oftentimes people say social media gurus and what you see online, post every single day. They set these post twice a day. They set these unrealistic expectations. Let's just all be honest. I'd rather set my goals that I know I can smash than set huge goals and get my expectations destroyed. Really, all you need is motion and momentum. You don't need to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. The next topic that I want to talk about is your comfort zone is killing your passion. Oftentimes, being in this barbering journey, it's inevitable that you feel stuck and uninspired. You know, when you first started barbering, that feeling that you had when you start learning about fading, you start learning the trade, you start talking to your clients, that passion that you had, it inevitably fades. And the reason why this happens is because the comfort that you develop when you do something, it inevitably comes. Even with the most successful people that I know, they get comfortable at certain stages. even if it's like 20K a month, 50K a month, 100K a month. It's easy to feel complacent when the blessings comes in. So comfort, you deal with it at one point and it will rise. And that comfort with your current skill level of growth, it keeps you in this rut. Even if you're at a lower point right now, even if your income's lower, we all go through it. This rut right here prevents you from reaching your full potential. What I've seen being in this industry is there's two types of people. You can be that high ticket barber, entrepreneurial, and consistently pushing, going against the grain to achieve higher heights. Or you can just merely be a glorified matrix agent that just works 9 to 5. Instead of just sitting down, you're just standing up and slaving away. It's the same thing. So how you would reignite this passion that you once had is understanding this. When you're growing, growth fuels passion. But when you're comfortable, it creates stagnation. When you stop challenging yourself, you start losing that drive that got you into barbering in the first place. Real growth comes from excitement, like fresh challenges, new achievements, new heights to climb. And the more that you push yourself to grow, the more that you rediscover that initial spark and passion that you once had for barbering. The thing is that it doesn't just happen once. You don't just rediscover passion once. It just happens at the start. You find newer heights, and newer passions. It's not like a newer passion, but it's like a deeper into the onion of passion. The second way to reignite this passion is being on a journey of continuous growth. It really comes down to being on a journey of continuous growth. I went from charging $35 a cut to $250 in just 13 months. How did I do it? Was by refusing to settle. Each level that I reached brought me new goals, new skills, new challenges, and that's what kept my passion alive. Like when I was at 35, I was at 35 for a year and a half straight. But how did I go from 35 to 250 in just 13 months? Faster than me staying at 35. It's because I set incremental goals that pushed me beyond my current level at the time. So right now, whether it's posting more content, raising your price, improving your brand, make a step forward that reignite that motivation. Reignite a little mountain for you to climb. Because each mountain, a little small mountain, when you reach that point, you're like, it's like another small win. So this is where you might be right now. You might be at around like under $50 a cut. But once you get that ball rolling, that's where the tunnel of the light gets a bit brighter. That's where you start seeing that those small wins come in, and those small wins just stack up. You just gotta build momentum. When you break out of your comfort zone, you not only grow your business, you renew your love for the craft. So don't let the comfort zone kill your passion. Seek growth and the passion will follow. Now, the last on this list, and definitely not least, you're trying to do everything alone. Right now, it's very easy to burn out when you're trying to handle everything and every part of your business by yourself. You know, when I first started my career, my journey as a barber, and I canceled my radiation science degree and I went into barbering, and with really all this risk, not a lot of people understand. Like, there were barbers around me. They were just average, like they didn't chase for more. Like they just were settled at $50 a cut, 8 cuts a day, call it a day. If you're in a shop right now, there's probably a few barbers that don't want to grow or have the same drive as you. So inevitably that circle, a bad circle, or even just not even having a circle, will hold you down at some point. Because of this, we have this lone wolf mentality. We think that we can just do it all ourselves. Yes, a lone wolf eats, but the wolf pack thrives. And what I've noticed with being in the top rooms of like the highest entrepreneurs in the world is the greatest people in this world operate with their minds together. This whole world was built together, right? People sat together and brainstormed on how they can improve and make this humanity a better place. Start networking and making connections with other hungry barbers. You see, barbers, we make connections every day in the chair, but never outside the chair. We don't make connections for ourselves. We just make connections because it's just frivolous and just small talk. So create some connections with like-minded barbers. Brainstorm with them, generate ideas. Ask them for like, yo, what do you think of this content idea? Well, what do you think of me doing this? Help each other stay motivated. because when we're together, we're stronger. Also, you can even like outside of like, just networking, you can even get people to help you. For example, like getting help from like editors. Start hiring editors to help you grow and help you scale and create better content. Invest into education and mentorships. Knowledge is one of the best things to have, because with knowledge, you can take everything, you can burn all what I have right now, but the knowledge will get me back to my situation of where I am, even if I've lost everything. And you can get that knowledge faster by, someone that has already done the mistakes. Someone in the same industry that has went through the same struggles that you have, achieved what you want to achieve, and literally be the guide to get you there. Or even just scaling your barber business income. Your problems that you're experiencing right now, the stuck feeling that you have, you're not the only one that has them. Other people have had them before. So getting a mentor is like, I like to think of it like the supermarket employee. Let's say you go to a new country, right? For example, when I was in the US, I went there. I didn't know what the heck the layout of Walmart was. But I asked him, hey bro, like where's the peanut butter? Because this guy knows the entire layout by heart, they can guide exactly where you need to go, saving you time, frustration. Instead of just looking at like you going through every single hour, you have to look both ways and potentially even missing like it and then having to go all the way back. The guy just says, hey, aisle number 5 in the middle, look down. Boom, you're there. So imagine how much easier it would be to navigate you through your struggles if someone could just point you directly to your next step. Just being shown the right aisle for every item that you need. Look, if this video lit a fire under your ass, and if you're sitting there thinking, damn, like I can actually do this, then listen up. You can join me and my private inner circle of other hungry barbers who are absolutely crushing it in high-ticket barbers. We uncover the price scaling strategies, barber business systems, marketing strategies that build evergreen client generation, and mindset techniques that the top 1% of barbers use. So if this interests you, click the link in the description right now and watch the free presentation to find out more. And I'll see you in the next video.